Yo, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Truck of Tomorrow series here for Race 8 for the SpeedyCash.com 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. We are going 167 laps, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, stage lengths are about 40 in the rest of the race. So we're gonna have some stage racing here. Of course, we're racing as the 24 truck. You know, the fantasy GMS entry here, and hopefully we can actually get a good run, match the truck championship mode where we actually won due to a late race caution. Hopefully we can change that. So yeah, this is our setup that we're running, same exact setup that we had for that race, and now yeah, we've qualified P9. Let's get into it. But I know the real reason you guys are here. So howdy doody, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Raphael is host. Well, it's a good thing he has a win anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He is in the playoffs. Danny, you need to get Heat 5, man. It's honestly pretty good. So Talladega.
Be ready.
Where to start? NASCAR. I love it to death as I overrev my engine right there. I don't even know where to start. So Denny Hamlin is our winner tonight. Yes, people are mad. You stay up for this? Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that you're a part of it, and I'm glad that I provide that level of entertainment for you. I mean, honestly, and I mean that, like, you know. So seriously, thank you. I always enjoy being that guy that people can just turn on, and you know, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be a right frontal time. But yeah, Denny Hamlin's the leader, going with or the winner after the Yellowwood 500, and honestly, I mean, I'm of the volition. I can see NASCAR's point that he was forced down below the yellow line. I mean, like, let's be honest here. But the whole... Ooh, yeah, we're going to go up high. The whole point of why this is even a discussion is because he passed two cars in order to get there. Now, that's one thing. Now, with that, the president of rescinding Chase's penalty, which Chase was... I do not want to be in the middle here. Chase was penalized originally for going down below the yellow line and actually passing the full positions. But since that penalty got rescinded, I feel as though, I mean, actually, like, that gives NASCAR president to actually, well, take and give Hamlin the win, because if they let Chase off the hook, they have to let Denny off the hook. So, like, I can see the point. Obviously, people were upset. I have not heard so many boos since, like, Kyle Busch won at Chicagoland over Kyle Larson. That was insane, hearing that many boos. And I was actually watching the race with my mom, because I was over at my parents' house that day, and today, and I was listening. I was watching it with them, and she's not a NASCAR fan by any means, but growing up in this household, you know, is kind of just like one of the things that you kind of just get used to. And she was just like, "Wow, is he an unpopular driver?" I'm just like, "No, not really. He just beat a really popular one." And I'm just like, "Oh," and she's just like, "Oh, okay. Well, I've never heard so many boos before." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, believe me, it's happened many a times." And when a non-NASCAR fan realizes that there is certain people that just get booed off the stage, well, that's one way. Now, of course, Daniel, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Daniel says, I believe he was chilling down there. Almost made contact with John Hunter right there. Okay, so your argument is that he was down there for a while, and since he was down there, for so long, that is the reason why he should be penalized. He should not have to win. Okay, I get that.
Outside, hold your line.
I like this. I do not like being in the middle, coming up two.
Careful, still there.
And we have so a lot of different opinions here. I do not like, especially like being in the middle, coming off four. That is where it's really near. I'm actually back now. So, nope, I'm done. Peace. And let's see. I have no idea if Dewey got the. Wait, no. Well, he said he would have gotten a contract extension last week at some point, if that would have happened. But I mean, there's no announcement, so I'm assuming that he doesn't. But we'll see if anything changes.
Stay on the bottom here. Clear all around.
But yeah, let's see here. I mean, I honestly think that, like, with Joey Logano, like, I think, and this is going to be kind of unpopular, that I'm of the volition that I think the right call was made, but for the wrong reason. I mean, this is so muddled. I think since we get so blinded by who Denny, by who Denny actually beat, that we get so laser focused on that aspect as opposed to how he actually got there. And the fact that he was, I'm not a Denny Hamlin fan by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact of the matter is that he was forced below the yellow line. Yes, he stayed down there, but I think that since the precedent was set for Chase to rescind the penalty for staying down there, and instead tagging the person that forced him below the yellow line, that's why Matty D was penalized instead. So he was forced. I mean, essentially, it's such a hard call that I agree with Junior and Jennifer, Dale, Jarrett, all of them, that literally this should not even be a question. Just take out the yellow line rule. I mean, honestly, like, for it to even be talked about this much, I mean, this is, it's dumb. It's taken away people's wins. Allow the racers to race. If they want to use the apron going through the trial, that's a whole nother lane. I'm drifting up, I have to get off the throttle. I mean, it allows for that level of racing that the drivers can use. I mean, like, it's a whole new lane, especially, like, Daytona is, like, not really a track that you can utilize the apron as much, because Talladega is a lot flatter than Daytona. But yeah, Dana says, it's NASCAR messing up the calls like every other time when the last call time we had the correct call. Not sure what you mean. Well, when was the last time? When was the last time we had a correct call? Well, I mean, it's really only the play tracks. I mean, every other call after that is pretty on point. But the thing is that it's only play tracks. I mean, Joey Logano got hit twice, but it's clear that he was just aggressively blocking, and NASCAR finally had, like, was like, no, stop doing that. You're forcing people down below the yellow line, so you're gonna get punished for it. I mean, I get it. One of them, like, one was with was against Chase, and the other was against, oh, I forget who it was. But either way, both of those instances, like, what was the other guy supposed to do? Like, if you don't go below the yellow line, you're supposed to just flat out wreck the guy. Or so the rule says. And to avoid that, that's why we have the yellow line rule. But people still abuse it by forcing people down below it, and then they get penalized. Which is why, you know, they were so on it today, so to speak. And catch my drift, chat? So essentially, I feel like it's such a weird place in order to make a call, because I really don't think that there was a right or wrong call, because yes, he was forced down there. Yes, Denny Hamlin was forced down. At the same time, he stayed down there, and he gained positions, and that's the real muddy part. But I guess since they were, the thought process I can almost guarantee is that since they were almost wrecking up there, that's the reason why. It's just terrible right now in NASCAR. In general, am I wrong? No, not really. I disagree with that 100%. The only thing that's terrible right now is that Natalie Decker's beating us right now. That's terrible. How is she doing that? God only knows. I feel awful because Natalie freaking Decker is beating us right now. No, I mean, I wouldn't say it's just terrible right now in NASCAR. I don't. Daniel, I want to know what's your thought process? Why are you saying it's terrible? Like, are you saying just everything's terrible, or are you just saying the race was terrible? I'm genuinely trying to figure out, like, what do you mean by terrible? Because and by the way, I want to have a discussion here. I'm not here to bash a driver. I'm not here to defend one. I personally, at the first time of watching Chase's replay, I thought, oh, he just went down below the yellow line to pass someone. I mean, so like I was fully, yes, I'm happy that they rescinded the penalty, but you know, I mean, at the same time, I was full 100% just like, oh yeah, he was. Worm Rider, how you doing today, man? What up, indeed? We're just talking about Talladega and all the can of worms that come with it. Now you're Denny being forced. Yeah. Oh god! And now we have Riley Earps back here. I swear, if we allow Natalie Decker and Riley Earps to actually beat us, oh man. It was a very, very gray area. And that's... Thank you. Someone acknowledges that. Like, literally, that is, I guess, it's a very tough call to make. Exactly. And that's what and that's my entire argument. It's not cut and dry like the lovely 2,000 IQ people on Reddit seem to think. It's not cut and dry. It's not open shut. You know, it's a very gray area because he did things right and he did things wrong. Like the things he did right is yes, he went down below the yellow line. In order to maintain his, in order to avoid a wreck, because he was forced down there. The things he did wrong was that he stayed down there and passed cars. Okay, wow, Raphael, you really are slow. Wow, okay. I guess I'm just kind of forced down below here.
Car outside.
Oh.
All right, you're clear.
No damage, thank God. Oh my god, Raphael, you are literally a moving chicane.
Stay on the bottom here.
Everything is bad. The calls, the racing, tracks. Oh, I disagree. I disagree 100%. The racing, honestly, has been really good. And honestly, if you're just talking about the Cup Series, then I highly recommend watching the Truck and Xfinity Series, because those have been some great races. Las Vegas, especially for the Truck Series. Oh my God, that was so good. Two ways to look at it, and exactly, and that's what I've been trying to say. That has been my entire argument, Worm Rider. So thank you for putting in a much simpler way than I could have ever done so. It's a very gray area. That's like the NFL. Well, I mean, that's like in the NFL. It's a touchdown or not? Not really. But the thing is, the fact that no matter what, the whole reason why we are even having this discussion is because of the yellow line rule. If we don't have it, then cool, just take it out. If it's a gray area, generally NASCAR has taken care of any and all potential problems that will lead to like bad officiating, and they just get rid of the rule. So just, I think it's finally time, just get rid of it. I know Regan Smith got snubbed of his win, but just get rid of it. He was heading down track in the middle. Oh man, this. Now where the gray area comes in, there's force down below the line. Did he stay? Did he stay down too long? Possibly, but at the speeds he was going. Whoa, man, deja vu. I feel like we had this discussion before. I think it was actually last fall as well. Last fall at Talladega. Because I remember having this exact discussion with Denny Hamlin. Yeah, exactly. Worm Rider, and I agree with you 100% on that. Like, the fact that the potential of causing another caution is the reason why he wasn't penalized, because in NASCAR's eyes, he did the smart thing.
Still there.
Thank you, Jason White. We're staying down below the white line. No pun intended.
All right, you're clear.
And I'm just tight right now. I do not want to slam into Applebee's himself.
Have your bumper. Clear high, clear high. Left side.
And that's, yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, you gain positions. Sorry, I'm like looking down while also trying to cleanly race right here. It's time to make some changes in the rules. Bring back some old rules. I'm really good going to the corners, I'll say that. Well, adding parts, I agree. The fact that it can cause debris cautions, I don't see a problem with that. Having a caution, damaged vehicle policy, like, as long as it's not mechanical or anything like crash related, you know, they can go back there and they can replace it. Like what? Johnny Sauter at one point broke a transmission, went behind the wall, went behind the wall, completely changed out his transmission, went back in. You know, they can do stuff like that. It just, yeah. Bowman should have been sponsored by Flex Tape today, because, like, let's be honest, that entire left front was entirely made out of tape. Worm Rider also says, but NASCAR's got soft. Put Dale Jarrett and Earnhardt back in. They would have dragged race across the grass to try over the kid to win. Oh yeah, they would have. And honestly, that's the part. That would have been That'd actually be fun to see, now that I think about it. But what I'm getting at here is that the whole argument for this whole thing to even be here is to have this era of safety, you know? It's still a very dangerous sport, you know? People still die regularly and get injured regularly in crashes, you know? But the fact of the matter is that since we're even having this discussion, just get rid of it, you know? Leave all that. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I'll stand that stage.
Yeah.
Towards the viewpoint.
Well, luckily I avoided that. So cool, top 10 in the stage without even really trying. Let's see here. So we're a little loose right now. We need to loosen it up. Let's go right there. Bring that down half a pound. And try it with that. But no, like seriously, like Alex Bowman 100% should have been sponsored by Flex Tape today, because that entire left front was... Who's getting lucky dog? Angela Ruck. See that tape to 50? I'm already at like my breaking point.
Smooth out here. Have a good
Like
day.
anything
Coming
more
to
and
the
I'm
green.
probably gonna blow up.
Fine lane moving. Clear behind you.
Oh wow, okay. Outside just did not go.
High lane clear. Got a car coming inside now.
Great.
Inside.
Now I know what it's like lining up behind Quinn Houff today. Like, Chad, I know Quinn Houff tried his best. Literally every time he would have a good pit stop and actually start in front of people, he would get instantly just dumped. Like, no, I'm not working with you. Because, one, he has no respect for the garage. And two, I mean, he's just slow. The 00 is just a moving chicane.
Still there.
Racing 125 to 150k.
Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there. That was a great lap.
Per car? Oh. Whoop, that was my fault.
Stay on the bottom here. Clear all around.
Front,
Car
let's see
high
what goes
now.
right there. Okay, and that is the regard that, like, that's what super speedways do, though. I mean, yes, they are money pits, but it's risk over reward. Yes, you can get into an accident, but the paycheck at the end of the race, that anyone, if
All clear.
literally, the draft is the great equal, okay? Anyone can win a super speedway race. Hell, look at Justin Haley. Look at Justin Haley. I mean, obviously, it's risk over reward. If you enter in a race at Daytona or Talladega, you have a shot at winning. Yes, you may crash out and lose that car, or you can win and basically get a free paycheck. What up, Smith? How you doing? How you doing today, my guy? Byron is already below the line. Byron! Oh my god, I'm sorry. I had to pause it. I'm sorry, I had something in my eye. Oh, my fault. I'm sorry, your immersion.
Still there. Still there.
Truth be told,
You're clear.
Byron probably should have won that race. Which, by the way, that's another thing. I know we're talking about the Cup Series, but like I'm going to be talking just for a hot second that in the Xfinity race, Justin Haley was handed that win. Like, literally, after, like, the entire topside basically lost all momentum and or wrecked, the bottom lane never got hooked back up. And because of that, they literally, like, no one got out of line to even challenge Justin Haley. I'm just like, come on. What is that? So Justin Haley won the last 3 Super Speedway races for the Xfinity Series, and Rafael Lessard got his first truck win in a literal dead heat with Trevor Bayne. Which, if you haven't heard the name Trevor Bayne in a little bit, rumor mill is flying that he's going to be full time for Nice next season. But going back to Cup, I thought, okay, let's kind of move away from the downsides. Let's look at the upsides. I honestly think the racing was actually pretty good. Like, for the most part, they're actually able to hold it 3 wide with each other. After speaking to some officials and camera need to be fired. Well, the cameraman, I don't get. Like, there was some that was, like, literally, like, looking at the sky or move away too slow. And I'm just like, what? My guy, what are you doing? Just hold the camera. Hold the camera still. Follow the leader. It's not that hard. It's like that one time they were talking about Jimmy Johnson and they were still focusing in on like Joey Logano or something like that. Bane should have won, but the racing was amazing this week. Exactly, and that's what I'm getting at. Is that like the positives from this entire weekend was that the racing was actually pretty good. Yeah, at one point they were looking at the trees. Apparently just no one got a shot of, well, up until it actually happened, no one got a shot of the debris that was coming off of Kyle Busch, you know, during that, after that first instance. And they're just like, oh, there it is. Like, literally, Junior was talking about, I was like, oh yeah, there's debris on the track somewhere. And the cameramen were just like, where? Literally where? Point it out. Show on the doll where the debris is.
Stay low, stay low.
Spinning finger, John Nemechek is next. Ooh, actually had to get on the brakes right there. I actually was not expecting Granite Finger to move up. But no, like, I think overall the better racing was actually the Cup Series. Like, the best racing. The one thing I don't get is, chat, and feel free to interject here. People hate it when they go single file. I mean, the race has to calm down at some point, you know? No one can race 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 for the entire race, you know? The race has to calm down. They get into a rhythm and they just ride. But that's what happens. That's what happens at the Super Speedway tracks. And the other tracks we go to, it's never going to be the same or perfect again. Plus, the other cars keep changing and you have to adapt to them. In what regard? Okay, I think are you still talking about, like, why it's terrible? I mean, the fact that the 2021, we're going back to we're going back to 750 low downforce for, like, what was it, like 23 out of 36 races? Perfect, you know? Well, they made the announcement that next season that we're going back to high horsepower, low downforce, you know? So that's going to be a thing for, what, I think it was like, what, 23 out of 36 races? The entirety of next season, so I mean, there's that. And that's consistency right there, you know? I think your gripes are with the actual rules package as opposed to the sport itself, you know? Because I've always said this, what the Xfinity Series package is, that should be the current Cup package. I've been a proponent for that for a while. It should not be easier to drive a Cup car than an Xfinity car. There should not be that much of a learning curve. Where, as long as you just get in line and just have a flat foot, I mean, I know I'm oversimplifying, but essentially that's what I'm saying.
Clear behind you.
But anywho, I feel like we talk about a lot of negatives. Let's go on to some positives. Chad, how was your weekend? I mean, I know it's past Sunday. Overall, I mean, everyone's weekend is wrapping up, and I want to know, how was yours? Like, we're moving away from the negatives, and we're moving on to the positives. Everything from this weekend, like I was actually able to watch both races last night, as opposed to, well, I wasn't able to see it live, but I was actually able to watch it on my DVR, because whenever I work, I DVR my races so I don't miss them. IndyCar has one more race left in the season, and well, Scott Dixon is, well, as long as he doesn't mess up, is poised to take his 6th championship, I think next weekend? I do believe so. And, yeah, I may have enough money to get Heat 5, but I haven't got it in my download. There you go. Like I said, man, I definitely recommend it. It's a good game. Like, it's not, like, revolutionary or anything like that, but, like, I mean, like, it's not, we're not gonna get a possible revolutionary game until, like, next game, if anything. You know, because then with Sono Ford giving up on the Heat franchise and basically starting anew, I mean, I'm looking forward to what the game series is going to be being brought to the table. You know, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, Heat 5 definitely has some adjustments. Obviously, I mean. Like, I know we're months and months past when it got released. I mean, like, shoot, it got released in, what, first week in July, and here we are in first week in October. You know, four months ago, this thing got released. Wow, Indy is almost done. Dang, we were complaining about NASCAR. We forgot about Indy. Well, IndyCar, I mean, like, is always the redheaded stepchild of, like, the motorsports, of the motorsports world. People, like, think about it, like, there's a lot of former F1 drivers that went to IndyCar and people just forgot about. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Stuart Friesen played me like a damn fiddle.
Clear right.
Yeah, like, IndyCar is always, like, the redheaded stepchild, because people just forget it exists. But, I mean, like, I always enjoy it, like, you know, they're talking about, like, how it's really hard to pass, but, you know, like, the thing is, so is Formula 1 right now. And people are, like, Formula 1, the pinnacle of motorsports, and people are complaining, you know, like, and that's just, it's just a thing in every motorsport. Everyone has their gripes and concerns, you know. Same with F1. Well, F1 doesn't get talked about in the States. I mean, F1 is on the world scene, you know, it is the premier motorsport for the entire world, you know. But in the States specifically, I mean, we are, the biggest motorsport is, you know, NASCAR. But yeah, that's what I'm getting at, is, yeah, that with IndyCar almost done, you know, one more race, and Scott Dixon is looking to get his 6th title. Hopefully he does it. You know, Scott is definitely my guy. Well, one of them, I guess. My actual guy is Rossi, but oh my God, he's had such a bad season. Like, this dude could not catch a break. Whether he didn't even make it to the grid at Texas earlier in the year, let alone even have a potential title fight, like winning, like, well, I guess I should say. Andretti Autosport is definitely a good team, but like he has not been able to like finish most of the time. He's been involved in wrecks or some kind of mechanical issue. I mean, he's had a couple good finishes. Like he just got into the podium last race for the Indy Road Course, race 2. But the fact of oh my God, stupid. Calm down. But the fact that, you know, he was actually get on the podium, you know, I'm actually was really happy about. Nothing but bones. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Did you see the race today at Talladega? Yes, I did. I saw my driver get penalized and then rescind the penalty, and I was happy. Oh damn! I should have been like, no, I didn't. I didn't watch the race at Talladega. What happened? I'm curious of what people would say, honestly. Logano? No, Chase. They gave him a penalty at the end of the race for going underneath the yellow line, but he was forced by Busher to go under there, so they rescinded the penalty. Well, the thing is, I with Matty D, I feel so bad for him because they literally said the announcement of him going to the rear right after his interview. So here he is, you know, being talked about. It's like, oh yeah, you know, like it sucks, but you know, glad to have 2nd place. And Junior's basically just like, yeah, well, he's gonna be not in 2nd place anymore. I'm a Penske. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Daniel. Believe me, there's actually a lot of Penske boys in my chats. Like obviously, there's you, there's David, TA a little bit. He's more of a Brad guy, but yeah. Nothing but Bone says. Okay, gotcha. I was catching pieces. Manny D almost got 1st. That's almost a wall. Last week against Kurt Busch. Oh yeah, him at back-to-back races. I mean, he's fighting for his life right now, or his career, I should say. And wow, there's like no one behind me. He's fighting for his career. You know, fighting for a ride. And he's treating it like an audition. You know, it's like, hey, this is what I can do. Pick me up. And I mean, hopefully we hear something here soon about like what's going on, because they said that we were supposed to hear something from Woodbros last week about his contract, but we haven't heard anything. Roger might go from 4 to 5 cars, maybe. Who knows? Well, the thing is, I mean, we've always said this before, but then what happens to Cindric, you know, obviously? What happens to Chase Briscoe or Stuart Haas? Is he going to go to the 32 because they have an alliance with you know, this rip a good move, and then I just go through and they just go through the grass. Like, oh yeah, good move, pass through the grass. Are they not resigning him? Well, we don't know yet. We literally have. We just know that nothing but Bones. Thank you so much for the follow, my guy. Welcome to the Groovy Crew. We just know that Matty D had a 1-year contract with Woodrose, and if he is going to get re-signed with them, they should have said something by the end of September. Obviously, it's October now, and we haven't heard anything. Heat 5 is still $50. It just went on sale. It was like $15 a little bit ago. It was like half off, or something along those lines. How is it still 50? Dang, that's impressive, honestly. Okay, I tried.
Stay left. All right, clear outside.
Obviously, the two real people that are probably gonna go to Cup next season are probably, if anyone, it's probably gonna be Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric. If not, they're just gonna stick out another year in Xfinity. But honestly, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with just sticking out another year down there. Tate.
Stay left.
What is with everyone and just taking my line away today? I have no idea.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Okay, wow, see, I'm not too familiar with everything. This is my first year watching? Oh, nice! Who's your favorite guy, Mike? Who's my favorite guy? Who's your favorite guy, my guy? Do you even have one yet? And P8 in the stage. You know what? I'll take it.
That stage. That's worth a few points.
I will definitely take P8. That's what I said with those two. They stay for one more year. It's only those two are. Well, Justin Haley, I feel like would. If I would have said that if Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan, I still need to loosen up a little bit. Actually, no, I don't. Yes, I do. I'm just gonna do that. Austin Hill gets a lucky dog. Dang. Who's my favorite? Oh, at the moment, Kurt Busch. For you, nothing but bones. My favorite is Chase Elliott.
Drive safe.
That's what I said.
Be ready.
Well, if Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin weren't creating a team, I would have said that Justin Haley would have gone to Jermaine. But I mean, we all know that Jermaine is going under, so that's no longer a thing. The outside lane just doesn't go under restarts. And then with Levine, okay, why? And with Levine shutting down, obviously that kind of leaves the hole open for any Gibbs to move on up. So most likely Daniel Suarez is out of a ride. So I mean, perhaps Brandon Jones gets into that spot, but like I highly doubt it.
Still there.
Oh, the Napa man. Oh. Tanner Green.
Stay high up here.
Slides me up the hill a little bit, but you know what? We're good. We're good.
Still there.
The Napa man. Do you know the Napa man? The Napa man. The Napa man. Do you know the Napa man that lives in Dawsonville? That's his theme song. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's Chase Elliott's theme song every time he walks to his car.
Careful, still there.
Every time every time he wins, the siren goes off to that tune. There's not that many teams. I mean, no, there isn't. So there's not a whole lot of room to move up. It really is just like, it comes down to sometimes, like, people getting outed. Like, you know, Eric Jones. Like, Eric Jones, like, where is he gonna go? Like, he's out of the 20 for, in favor of Bell. I mean, is he gonna move back down to Xfinity? I mean, like, I feel like there's honestly more... I'm gonna go pretty wide here. There's almost more space down in Xfinity, because when drivers move up, that creates a door down there, you know, to kind of move back down or something, you know. Because think about it, if you want to stay relevant, I mean, you have to go somewhere. I mean, shoot. No, that's the, yeah, I'm about to say, that's the Michael Waltrip song. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. You do that awkward hip thrust. Make it look like you're dry humping the air.
Careful, still there.
Riley. Okay, as long as we beat... We're already beating Natalie, so that's good. If we can get ahead of Riley, that's even better. Nope. What do I think about? How do you guys think Ross Chastain will perform under Chip Ganassi? Oh, I think he'll... I mean, like... He's been waiting for this ride for... What? 2 years now? I mean, he was slated to drive the 42 in full-time Xfinity in 2019, but obviously that fell through. And now here we are, driving the going to be driving the 42 for Chip Ganassi in the Cup Series next season. Finally, he'll do fine. He'll do fine. I will make the prediction. Which, by the way, real quick, not to break topic, but I'm going to break topic. I was right in my call on who's going to win the Dega race. If I said if it's not Joey Logano, it's going to be Denny Hamlin. And I was right. Look at that. So here's another prediction. I think that Ross will make the playoffs. He won't get any wins, but I think he will point his way. He'll make the playoffs, but like he won't win. So like, as much as I hate to say it, Ross is not as talented as Kyle Larson, but he's a lot less glass. He's a lot less wreck heavy. I'll say that, because if you remember in Kyle Larson's 2019 playoff run, oh my god, it was trash. It was like literally hot garbage. I also have faith in the Watermelon Man. He's consistent, and as long as he just minds his P's and Q's, he'll do fine. Especially since, you know, we're moving to the high horsepower, low downforce package for basically 66% of the season. I think he'll do fine. But what do you think? Nothing but bones. I always like to reverse the question. Which, by the way, if you're just now joining, welcome. This is the Truck of Tomorrow series, the custom championship that we run here. We've actually ran this in Heat 4 under its own moniker. But since we can actually run custom seasons now, we actually built it back up, and now here we are. Race number 8 of the season here for the SpeedyCash.com 400. Not 400 miles, 400 kilometers. So yeah, we're currently in P7, 95 laps down, we're on lap 96 currently, with one pit stop remaining. We have, what, just over 60 laps to go? 62 at the line. 61 at the line. $71 at the line. God, I wish I could count. I'm a history teacher, not a math teacher. I like all drivers with the Fords. Oh, well, yeah. You're a forward guy. I feel like we honestly didn't even get a chance to see what Ricky Stenhouse Jr. could have done today. He got taken out so early that like there wasn't really a proper. You're like, oh yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is gonna win this race or something like that.
Outside, outside.
Nothing but Bone says. I think he should do fine. Oh wow, okay. I'm tight, I'm drifting up.
Still there.
From what I've seen of him, he's consistent in his top 10s. Oh yeah, I mean like what, 24 now. 24 top 10s in the Xfinity series this season alone. He'll be replacing Kenseth. Well, yeah. Well, technically, Kenseth was replacing Larson. So he's going to be replacing a replacement because the original guy said the N-word. Okay, Riley, what are you trying to do? If Ricky did not wreck, that changes the whole race. I mean, honestly, yeah, most likely, because you know Ricky would have been a contender. He would have been up there. Like, literally, the only thing that stops Ricky from winning a race is himself, and because if he gets caught up in early trouble at a super speedway, I mean, then it's all over. Same thing with Logano and Hamlin. I mean, both of those guys are aggressive in what they do. Especially Logano. Obviously, we saw it today. Logano's like uber aggressive when it comes to blocking, but he gets the job done. He knows what he needs to do.
Still there.
Just let Riley go. So yeah, we have one more stop left. 66. Pitting in about 30 or so laps, so you're on lap 130 essentially is when we're pitting. That'll be our final stop. Hopefully we have green flag stops, because I'm actually curious. Oh, that happened before I started watching. That's crazy. What's been going on with Harvick? In what regard? Because Harvick is going through one of his best career seasons. I feel like I always see him in victory lane, and now I feel like he hasn't won in a few weeks. Oh wow! The fact that he has 8 wins to his name this season is amazing. Like it's the most wins he's had in the season. And if he can get to double digits, he's gonna match. He's gonna be like the 5th or 6th driver in the history of NASCAR to have double-digit wins. I want to say 6. I could be mistaken on that though. Ricky could have won maybe, and yes, he does. He does all. Well, he's a good driver, he just makes dumb mistakes. This is what Daniel's saying. Oh yeah, this young kid, you know, Kevin Harvick, yeah. He's this fresh prospect. Hopefully he gets picked up. God, this old man. This old man in the Cup Series is actually teaching the kids how it's done. He's like, nah, this is how you properly race. Well, Kyle, to be fair, has also been killing it in dirt. Kyle Larson has been, like, dominating anything that has dirt, and if he would come back for Bristol, which is apparently going to be run on dirt, he would win that race hands down, which actually opens the door for like Christopher Bell, which that's also another question. Why the hell is Bristol a dirt race now? Who was the one guy in the back the one guy out of the board of directors for coming up with schedule changes that they're just like, you know what Bristol needs? Dirt. You know what the Cup Series needs? A dirt race.
Howard's calling a caution.
Ooh, split strat. Well, no matter what, well, if we pit now, we won't be able to make it. I'll have to see what is everyone doing. We have split strats. Chat, pit or no pit? I'm assuming we're all gonna pit here. Yeah, everyone in front of us is pitting, so we gotta pit here as well. Yeah, okay, never mind. Alright, false alarm. No, if everyone's pitting in front of us, we have to pit. These guys, though, are gonna be the ones we're watching. Oh yeah, even then they're pitting. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Smooth out here. Have a good day.
That's
coming to the green.
So clean through the gears, honestly.
Still there.
Riley, what are you doing, my guy?
Careful, still there.
So the argument for pitting here
Careful, still there.
is essentially
Outside, hold your line.
now we are going to just take fuel only when we come back down.
Stay low, stay low.
Because I mean, no one can make it the rest of the way. Like no one can.
Stay left.
So essentially, when we
Still there. All right, you're clear.
come on down and pit, we're just going to take fuel only, and we'll be smooth as glass. How are the tires? Oh yeah, they'll hold up fine. Like since we just pit, I mean we're full, ready to go, baby. But now we have the entire field behind us, and we're in the lead.
That was a better lap.
I don't even know what that lap was. Okay. It never showed me. It was like, that was a better lap. I wish I could tell. We have some Thor Sport. We actually have a bunch of Fords behind us, if you think about it. We have Matt Kraft and Johnny Sauter, Todd Gillen, and then the two Chevys is myself and Ross. What's the other track they changed? Other than Bristol, I mean? Okay, well, they added COTA, they added Road America, they took away a Texas race because they put Texas the All-Star. They added Nashville. God, we haven't been to Nashville in forever. They took away Chicagoland and Kentucky, so that's no longer on the schedule. And they added Circuit of the Americas. Unless I said that already. Don't blow up. Oh, okay. I mean, ideally, that's not the plan. Ideally, I don't want to get involved in a crash and take myself out. That's literally the exact opposite of what I want to do. So yeah, 51 laps left. 43, yeah, even if we would save, we can't save 8 laps. And Texas is actually one of those tracks that we burn more fuel than we save, so. Pulling away though, and that's because they're running the top for some ungodly reason. As soon as they run the bottom, they're gonna chase us down though. they're giving us a chance. They're just like, okay, no, you guys have fun. We'll just let you believe that you have a chance to win this race. Heat 6 is gonna be wild whenever that comes out. I feel like it's just gonna be like NASCAR 2021 or something like that. Well, yeah, think about it, because then they're gonna have to program the Cup cars to run on dirt. It's gonna be fun. But now the thing is, the part that sucks is that they took away something that was unique to the Truck Series. Is that with them adding Bristol to the dirt, unless they are going to, because we don't have the Xfinity or truck schedule yet, unless they're going to add Bristol for the dirt for all 3 series, then we don't know what that's going to do. We don't know if it's just going to be a Cup only thing, because we don't have their schedules yet. But they took away something that was unique to the Truck Series, and that's the thing I have a problem with. It's not going to come out until probably at earliest August of next season, next year, for the next NASCAR game. At earliest. My God, guys, just run the damn bottom. Don't know what's so difficult about that. Playing NASCAR 15 on the PS3. I only played Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Oh, okay. God, NASCAR Reddit actually had me on a nostalgia binge for a hot second. There was a person that was listening to the NASCAR 98 video game intro, and I'm just like, oh my God. I remember playing that game. It was towards like my later childhood. Obviously, it wasn't my first NASCAR game. If you guys didn't know, my first NASCAR game was NASCAR Thunder 2002. Like literally the NASCAR 98 intro, I'm just like, oh my God. What up, TA? How you doing today? Denny got lucky. Oh my God. You know, the thing is, there was, it wasn't trending or anything, but there was a hashtag on Twitter. If you looked up NASCAR and Denny Hamlin, there was hashtag not my winner that was going through. What's up, man? Yeah, there was hashtag not my winner that was online, that was attached to Denny Hamlin. I say that he was in a very gray area of the rules, and since NASCAR had already set a precedent with Chase Elliott of rescinding the penalty, any hope of Denny Hamlin losing that win went straight out the tube. Has everyone thought about Jimmy Johnson going to Indy? Well, I think it's gonna be fun. It gives people to watch. Gives people the chance to watch Indy again. I say no yellow line rule. Oh yeah, that's why I agree as well. Hello, Matt. Glad you could finally join me in this endeavor.
Car there on the inside.
Oh wow, that was fast. That's what Junior said, that's what Burton said, that's what Dale Jarrett said, and that's what I said. It's like, you know, let the driver be their own beacon for what is too much and how high or how low is too low and yada yada yada, you know?
By yourself.
God, I'm being swallowed by ThorSport right now.
Careful, still there.
It should never have been a rule. Well, the thing is, I mean, I get why it's a rule. I mean, obviously it's meant to be for a safety. It's a safety concern. But the thing is, like, it's a safety concern in the sense that a person can get hurt by tagging someone that was already below the yellow line, or even causing a wreck, which causes someone to get hurt, or even someone in the stands. Like, I get it. It's a safety rule. But the thing is, in this day and age where everything is safe, yes, there are people that still get hurt. I think we can get rid of it. I mean, and that's what something I said earlier in the stream as well. Blaney, Logano, and Keselowski all had good cars, and yeah, they all got taken out by other people's mistakes. I mean, Logano and Keselowski were nigh unstoppable when it came to actually like put those two together. No one could pass him. It was actually insane. And he took himself out, and that's just unfortunate. Oh yeah, look, Logano literally took himself out by pinching Chase, which resulted in him going into the middle, and then that's how he went. Oh, Brandon Frank, by the way, just took the lead. Not like he needs another win or anything. Dude already has 3 to his name, and it's only race 8. I thought Bubba was going to take it. Oh my god. I thought Bubba was going to win this race. Like, same. I thought Bubba was going to win. I'm just like, dude, that's going to be the best, one of the best feel-good stories of the entire weekend. Like, him or Matty D taking the victory would be phenomenal. That crap is having a lot of issues, you can tell. He's going to go up top and just run around.
Are there on the
I'm going to... Okay. Thanks, Clay. Wow.
Stay low.
Bud. Pal. Sir. What do you...
Clear all around.
What has been with lap traffic today? Like, literally, I've been getting screwed by that. So now ThorSport123. Hashtag good talk. At least they're having a good day. Unlike Matty D fans. Oof. Too soon. Alright, so we have 25 laps left. And... like 34 to go. 33 coming to the line. Rafael Sard being an absolute chicane. Oh, okay. I guess you're going up to the top. That's fine.
Careful.
I was going to go to the top, but whatever.
Watch the car in front of you. Slow it down.
Oh, okay. Thanks for paying. Whoa! I was not expecting that little jerk to the top. Scared the living shit out of me. Oh. Oh. It scared me shitless. I was not prepared. I was not prepared for that, chat. I was just imagining that they were just gonna just do what they normally do and just make a sharp left, but no, these guys ducked right and then went left. I was like, oh my god. What? Let's see. What happened? What happened after the race was over? I couldn't watch. Oh, essentially, Denny Hamlin got booed. Like it was funny of how much he got booed. Like, I haven't heard that many boos since like Kyle Busch won it at Chicagoland in 2018. Like, that was like actually atrocious. If he couldn't win, he was if he can't win, he was taking him with me. Taking me with him. Oh man, yeah, we totally botched that. It was more than Kyle Busch. Oh, another thing is, like, he also got booed at Bristol too when he beat Matty D. I'm just like, oh my god, that's just a repeat. How many laps do we have? We have 20. Okay, we're basically gonna let this thing dry. Let it run dry. Only. Let's see here. I have Todd Gilliland looking to get a top 5. He's gonna have to take it from my cold dead hands. Is it true that Kyle Busch is a generally disliked driver? Well, yeah. I mean, me personally, I don't hate him. I just hate his personality. Like, he is a genuinely talented driver. Probably one of the best that the modern age has seen. But his personality is garbage. He's cocky, brash, whines when things doesn't go his way. But he's damn talented. He knows exactly what he needs out of his car. I was in a nightmare of this happening again. But yeah, mostly it's true. Another person that's genuinely like one of the most disliked drivers now is actually starting to be Martin Truex Jr. because of how much he whines. There's a lot of Joe Gibbs drivers actually on that list. There's Denny Hamlin as well. He whines a lot when things don't go his way. But also Martin Truex Jr. after what happened with the Southern 500, like that didn't go over well. I felt pain after the day.
Careful, still there.
I felt pain after the Southern 500, so welcome to my world.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Oh wow. Just drifted up the track for like no discernible reason. Is Brett Moffitt on the lead lap? No, he's not. Oh, hello. There's Ross. And guys, let me get onto the backstretch here. I forgot to set my steering offset. I saw what happened about Logano, the nobody's friends for a reason. Oh my god. That's just Kyle Busch being an ass. I'm Brad Keselowski, driver for the number 12 Penske Dodge. And Kyle Busch is an ass. And that's the first real taste, and it wasn't disappointing. It's like, he's not like that every race, but he's like that a lot of races. It's actually insane of how much that he has that disposition of people, you know? I used to like MTJ before he went to Gibbs. Well, the thing is, like, at least there, like, he was, like, humble, you know? And that's what I'm getting at, is that, like, with Furniture Row, he had that beginnings, but as soon as he started winning is when he started getting an ego.
All the way to the wall.
You know, and when things didn't go his way is when his personality kind of went with it, you know?
20 laps to go.
Ready to go. We're pitting here in 10. Alright, so lap 157, 158. This is Ross. Yeah, below us, we have to give room. Yeah. And we have such a short run truck. Our long run is the thing that's actually kind of burying us. Is it a trend with Joe Gibbs? I actually think so. Wall check, by the way. If you guys don't know, the wall check is something that I like to do every now and then. Just make sure the wall's still there and that it's actually, you know, that it's actually still responding, that we don't have to go out of bounds. Just better safe than sorry. So just a subtle, not wall check. Sometimes you just kiss it like I did right there. Sometimes you just smack it, you know. Gotta assert dominance, you know. You guys saw I was gonna hit the grass right there. I just wanted to spook you. It's Spooktober after all. I just wanted to scare you. Oh my god. TA, have you been like waiting to do that wall check right there? Checking the structural integrity, making sure that all the posts are A-okay and that they are good to go. Yep, nope. So that spot right there on the backstretch was good. This is the first real time I've said it like so many times. Like, honestly, I probably said it maybe just as often as good talk. I'm not even kidding. This dude with the puns. Okay, so 5 more laps. As soon as our light comes on, that next lap after, I mean, we're looking for a yellow right now. I mean, ideally, we're looking for a yellow before we have to pit. I mean, but that's obvious.
Right side.
Never. Oh my god. Come on.
Still there.
Low wow right there. I don't want to be the yellow either. Who cares?
Careful, still there.
I was not expecting actually Ankrum to give me room right there. It's appreciated.
Still there.
Tyler just backed up. Oh, cool. Jesse Lowe gets back on the lead lap. Jordan Anderson gets screwed. I had commands and Nightbot finally to my Twitch channel. Nice. Alright, so how many trucks are on the lead lap? Ooh, 18th, I can guarantee. I gotta take 4, right? Yeah, we gotta take 4. So we're gonna be dropping back to 18th. Yeah, half can, just enough to go. Yeah, but you know, we'll have a real good truck right now.
Have a good day. Stay sharp.
It's just going to be a battle to the back to the front.
Green, green, green.
10 to go when we restart. I feel like this is like a flashback of the last time we did this. But that's where we won.
Stay high. Stay high.
So the only thing that sucks is that we restart on the outside. Austin Hill, what are you doing?
Still there.
We have uptime? Yeah.
Bottom is clear. Got a headlight out on your bumper. Bottom free. Use this heated.
Ooh, what a run. Just nowhere to go with it. It's very dangerous to go 3 wide in the trial, so just gotta be patient.
All right, clear outside.
There we go.
Stay left.
Bounce up. Okay, can't do that.
Stay left.
Almost back into the top 10. 8 laps to
All
go.
clear. No pressure from behind.
Okay, you guys have fun running to the top. I'm not going to do that.
You're all clear up top.
Okay, Sheldon. Sheldon, stop swaying.
Got one up top.
Stop shaking that ass in my face.
Careful, still there.
Okay, so Stewart is literally right there. I wouldn't make a move otherwise.
Right side.
I have to check up a lot because of the trucks in front. There we go, finally. We get
Careful,
the
still
side
there.
of Creed. Oh, no, we can't let Nally Decker beat
Careful,
us.
still there. Right side clear.
6 to go. Oh, okay. That was quick. You can tell these guys didn't like, take tires at all. But the question is it enough time to get back up there? 5 to go at the line.
Five laps to go.
What are we doing here? Clear. John Hunter. And he takes the top. Okay, thank you. Thank you, bud.
Stay low.
Appreciate you.
All the way to the wall.
You just quit Fortnite? Oh, really? It's a P5. Johnny Sorry going for the lead. Matt Crafton going down low. Todd Gillen's up high. Gotta check up a little bit. Got loose off that corner.
Stay low, stay low. All clear.
Oh, I'm getting loose right now. Okay, it's three spots and 3 laps. I think we can do it. Especially when they just go up high and they give me the bottom. Like, thanks, guy. Thanks, Matt.
All clear.
Oh, but okay. When that happens.
Outside, outside. 2 this time by. Clear right.
I don't know why I just checked up right there. Okay, Granite Finger. Blocking hardcore right there. Right, 1 to go. I'm gonna try
Still
something
there.
here.
Next time it's a different flag. Go be the checker.
Ooh. Did that
Still there.
sway.
Left side.
Oh.
Stay right.
It was at
Still there.
that moment I realized the tires are starting to even on out. It's like, because it's weird. The
Still there. That's a great run.
oh, I want to see how close that was. Yeah, he was helping his teammate out. Did you guys see that? Of how Finger literally was just like swaying and made me check up right there? Dude. Alright, so P3. I want to see how close that was over Matt Crafton, because that was damn close. Like, I wonder... Wait, hang on. That's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. Alright. I just wanted to see that. Okay, so... Oh my god! Look at that, chat! That was close. How about .001? 0.01 thousandths between third and fourth. I broke up a potential ThorSport 1, 2, 3. Look at that. .001. That's how close. Have you ever? No, I've never. Let's see here. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's not the closest finish I've ever had. There was one time I've actually tied. But wow. Okay. All right. That is the closest I've ever actually had in an actual race. And that's not even for the lead. I wish it was for the lead. But towards that, like, with 2 laps ago, my tires just evened on out with the AI. I honestly, but it was still the better choice. I needed a couple more laps. I needed a couple more laps and get up there. With like 2 to go, I could literally feel the tires start to even on out. Finger almost had his 4th win of the season. Johnny's already got his 2nd. We're sitting 5th in the standings, honestly. 1 point above Ross and 6 back of Matt Crafton. But I think in terms of the playoffs, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're 6. Oh, okay, nice. We're 6 in the standings. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Matt Crafton set the fastest lap with a 30.274. Todd Gillen led the most laps and yet was not able to finish it right there. So, sucks to suck, bro. Tyler Hill halved his starting position, and Tate Fogelman did the exact opposite. Good talk. But yeah, oh my... I have to look at that again. Oh my god. .001. Oh. My god. My boy. Chill. 3rd to 4th, .001. Damn. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Oh, we're going to Kentucky next? Ugh. Okay, so we finished 2nd at Daytona, 3rd at Texas. I'll tell you what, we've had a very consistent season. Well, apart from right there, 4th, 2nd. We're gonna skip that. 23rd, yeah, don't worry about that. 8th, 6th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, but no wins. Will Kentucky be that for us? Yeah, right now we're still 7th in the standings. Yeah, I mean, well, and 7th in the playoff standings, I should say. 5th in the regular season, and Ross Chastain 1 point away from us here. We definitely need all the points that we can get. We honestly, all of this, we need stage points. That's what we need. Whoa, 23. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that. Like literally, it's Richmond, and I'm just like, F Richmond. Richmond sucks. Get out of here. But then after that, we have Pocono, which is going to be hit or miss. A double header at Pocono, by the way. And then Charlotte's going to be a good race, honestly. Canadian Tire, that's gonna be fun, and then Vegas. Oh yeah, it's so yeah, we have some good tracks coming up. But yeah, chat, let me show you my settings that I was running with. It's the usual stuff. The only thing that we changed here is that we're running on multiple stages instead of just the one. And then, of course, DNS were enabled. We couldn't have DNF'd at any point throughout that race. And 105 difficulty, can't go higher than that. The last time I was here, Cup, I think, I don't know. Well, hang on. We're gonna get to that. So yeah, usual stuff here. Narrow skill range, so everything was a lot closer. Like the field was a lot closer. I was racing with no draft essentially, and yeah.